Welcome to the Midweek Mini Devotional by Pastor Gary, designed to encourage you today and build your faith. Let's be transformed by God's Word.
It's the middle of the week, and thank you for joining me. We're going to unpack God's Word as to what Jesus Christ meant when he said, go the extra mile. It's taken from Matthew chapter 5, one verse in 41. If anyone forces you to go 1 mile, go with them 2 miles. Now, the word that's used in the Greek forces is the word which means impressed. And to go 1 mile, the word go means to go under the authority of someone else. And you know what Jesus Christ is talking about? Roman authority. He's talking about oppressive Rome. You see, in Jesus' time, there was what was called the law of impressment. It meant a Roman soldier could, by law, according to Roman law, when he gets tired of carrying his personal backpack, he can put it on your back, and you had to carry it in whatever direction he was going in for 1 mile, approximately 1,000 paces, and you had to do that by law. Jesus Christ comes along and says, instead of just going 1 mile, when your 1 mile is up, I want you to go a 2nd mile. What is Jesus Christ teaching? He's basically teaching this: go out of your way to serve far beyond what you are required to do, even for those who do not deserve it. You know what Jesus Christ is basically saying? That when you go the 2nd mile, it brings about the blessing of God to the other person, but also to your life, because God will reward you for it. You see, in the 1st mile, it's an obligation for you. In the 2nd mile, it's a contribution. In the 1st mile, you're a slave, but in the 2nd mile, you're a volunteer. In the 1st mile, you are powerless due to Rome's authority, but in the 2nd mile, you are powerful due to Christ's authority. In the 1st mile, you're commanded to do what's required, but in the 2nd mile, you're choosing to do what will radiate the love of Jesus Christ. In the 1st mile, you have no dignity, but in the 2nd mile, dignity is restored. In the 1st mile, there is no reward in that. You're just doing what you're required to do. But go the 2nd mile, and God says he will reward you greatly. And in the 1st mile, it is law. In the 2nd mile, it is grace. I want to encourage you to go the extra mile when it comes to your family, your friends, your church, your job. Don't just do what you're required to do. Go the extra mile, and God will reward you.
Thank you for taking the time to listen. Have a brief prayer to God before you continue your day. If you're not a part of our regular Gracepoint WhatsApp notifications, simply send us as text or WhatsApp to 441-537-6468. Enjoy your day.